Keaton, where do we find you and your agents of mischievous intent?
Whoa.
That's nonsense.
Am I in this category? Am I?
You are.
Sure,
So
God damn it.
it's just, as far as I'm concerned, it's just me, Dorian, and Ulysses. If Ulysses wants to bring Vivian, he's welcome to.
Oh, he's welcome to, huh?
Wait, you guys are the mischievous agents?
Yeah,
What
that's
is
some
this?
bullshit.
I don't know what's going on, that's what I'm saying.
He's not going to stop him from bringing his wife.
You couldn't stop him.
Yeah. But we find him in Keaton's office. He does have an office as the head of asset retention.
There's security cameras everywhere in there, like security monitors.
Oh, yeah. He's got all kinds of security shit in here. It doesn't have a big bay window like most of the offices do. It's kind of dimly lit. There's a couple of lights that come on overhead. On one side of the room, it looks like he's got like a workbench with a bunch of scattered electronics. On the other side, he has gear. He's got a couple of shade suits. As we walk in, you can see over there on a glass display case is his edict, 14 favors, that black shotgun in a really secure, thickly glassed case. And then he has some family photos hanging up on the wall. And he takes you over to a desk that has a couple of chairs sitting in front of it. And he sits himself down and gestures towards the seats ahead of him.
Man, are we doing this again? I'm not going to sit down, Kiki. What's up?
Fine, don't sit down. You don't have to sit down. Nobody has to sit down. In fact, I'll stand up. I feel like this is going to be an active conversation. Ulysses, I really hate to see you taking an angle on us and our responsibility for this when you are the reason that your sister had her hands on a counterfeit edict to begin with. I told you months ago when you got your hands on your sisters that it was going to cause you problems. Dorian.
Yeah?
You got that edict for him, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, who told you that?
I've got my sources. You're not going to lie to me, buddy.
All right. I'm not going to try. Listen, I was in a situation. Shit got fucked up out on the noon side, okay? And I was losing a friend. Jethro and I both. I brought her back here. And
you made a deal. You made a deal for a company that you hadn't been a part of pretty much ever.
Man,
You've never really dealed.
Does it really matter? I mean,
It matters now.
Luella,
his fucking
and
sister's
Ulysses,
dead.
they both are gonna get one. It's the family. I figured he would give it to her. I didn't realize she was gonna go
Yeah,
around.
you didn't. Yeah, okay. Anyways, Ulysses, this is
Don't say
more.
this is my fault.
This is more for you. So I hate to do this to you while you're mourning and all, but don't come after us like that.
Come on, Kiki, it ain't like that.
I think it is a little bit like that. Is it not?
Dorian looks back to Ulysses, half curious.
As they had walked into the room, Ulysses' eyes were immediately drawn to the workbench in interest, and his eyes trail over that almost wistfully, wishing he could be spending his time doing something else. His mouth quirks up in a smile at the nickname Kiki. When Keaton starts in on him and drops the bomb of immediate and direct blame, the cybernetic glow coursing through Ulysses burns hot and bright for a brief moment before fading and dimming. His jaw clenches, his eyes flash, but he bites his tongue and looks away and says nothing. As Dorian and Keaton banter back and forth, Ulysses will not meet anyone's eyes, especially Vivian's. But when he is finally addressed directly once more, he says, I am aware of a potential role I might have played in the instigation of this chain of events. It is conjecture, but it is not inaccurate. Why do you think I haven't done anything? Why do you think I'm helping you? Why do you think I haven't gone to the press? Because it would be bad for everyone.
What the fuck, Ulysses? I told you we were supposed to be cool about this, man.
Oh, no, he was cool about it. Like I said, I've got my agents, Dorian. He didn't tell me about it. And he looks back over towards Ulysses. That's all I wanted to hear. I'm just saying, don't make threats, okay? Don't make threats. I want to help you too. At the end of the day, this is kind of my job to hunt these things down. So, in a way, this one slipped past me, and I'm going to take responsibility for it just like you are. You and me are going to be working together whether you like it or not.
Whatever. Keaton, if you're worried about somebody getting in trouble for it, I'll tell them that I did it. I'm not worried. You're right. I wasn't working for the family.
I'm not worried
I used my passcodes to get through. It's no big deal.
I'm not worried about his edict.
Yeah, that's why I'm curious. Why the hell are you talking to us about it? Is it just because you're mad at him?
Because you took his sister's edict and you gave it to him. So where did she go to get an edict? Because your dad's not making any new ones. So she had to go outside the fucking family to get one. That's the fucking problem. Do you see that? You see how you meddled in the fucking company that you don't fuck with and now somebody died because of it? Do you get that? That's what I'm trying to bring to you.
I don't see how
You don't
her
see-
dying was on me. No, she made a choice, it sounds like.
Oh my God, you're so fucking dense.
Now, why, boys? Is Tex not making new guns?
That's above my pay grade. I don't fucking know. He doesn't. That's who fucking knows. He's got
that
his.
doesn't really
Sounds like it's pretty directly linked to your job from where I'm standing.
It is, but you met my uncle. He doesn't really give out his reasons. His business is his business, and everybody else can fuck off, as far as Tex is concerned. I would love an answer to that, because frankly, we wouldn't be in this situation if he was making new ones, because we would have people actually trying to buy from us, and they wouldn't be having to go behind his back, behind the family's back, to go get counterfeit bullshit. They could be getting the real shit. But that's, like I said, above my pay grade.
It's
Nothing
not
I can
just-
do about that.
It's not just some artificial scarcity maneuver again.
No, this has been an issue for a while.
What, you're running out of souls to cram in them? Apparently they're just littered around your gun ranges.
Keaton glares over at Vivian. Okay, listen, you've had a pretty bad attitude this entire time, which is strange to me considering that, frankly, as far as I'm concerned, you really have no angle here. You're only really here because, well, Ulysses needed a wife and they needed to pawn you off on somebody if my social angles are right. So I don't really know that you should be piping up so often.
You shouldn't talk about things you don't understand, little man.
Let's put a pin in this. Ulysses sort of puts a hand up, trying to stand between them. Vivian, dear, I miss her too, but we are in an impossible situation right now, and we have choices to make. Can we please discuss this later? Thank you. He straightens up again and looks between Dorian and Keaton. Dorian, your brother is not incorrect. There is blame to share, to go around. There is not a single hand in this. This is a messy situation.
All right, fine. So my hands are tied. What do you want me to do then?
Well, I want you to try to find a way to be useful. This isn't a vacation for you. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if any of your music connections might be able to spread you a net where you can get some information or something, but you're going to have to do something to be helpful. Or I'm going to tell your dad that you did some underhanded bullshit and got us in this whole fucking situation.
Well, if the only motivation you've got is snitching on me, cousin, man, I'll come in, I'll hang out. I'm going to catch up with Jethro. I'm going to catch up with Kaz. Listen, I've been getting some sweet footage. I've got an idea, workshopping it. And so if I can help you guys get this taken care of, then Uncle Claudius isn't going to get mad when I ask him for the money I need for this. So listen,
but
I'm
if you
going to
don't
help
play
you.
along, he's not going to, right? You get what I'm saying?
That's why I'm here. I'm trying to
Okay.
play along.
Very good. As long as we're all on the same page.
And I'm asking you, tell me, just find something. Okay. I guess I'll fuck off. I'll see what Kaz is doing, huh? Where do you think he's at?
Yeah, you'll be just about as helpful. And he looks over towards Ulysses and Vivian. All right, well, that's really all I had. I just wanted everybody to have all the cards on the table. Don't go acting like y'all are free of this. We're going to be working together. I'm not going to be happy about it. You're not going to be happy about it. He points over towards Vivian. But we're going to get results, okay? Is that cool? Can you do anything useful? I don't know. You know what? Send me a letter about it. Get the fuck out of my office.
Ulysses had extended his hand to Keaton, as they'd been talking here. As his tone shifts and becomes more aggressive, there's a narrowing of the eyes, but his hand stays in the air between them.
As all of that was going on, even before Keaton says get out of the office, Dorian puts a hand on your shoulder. No, man, we got all we need. And sort of like pull on the arm that you've got extended like it's a waste of time. Turn his back and head on out the door first.
If Keaton doesn't shake the hand...
Keaton would shake the hand. He talks a lot of shit, but he tries to be respectful when he can be. So he reaches out, shakes your hand, gives you what looks like an actual genuine look of almost remorse. And then as you guys turn, he makes his way over towards a picture frame on the wall.
Ulysses turns to follow Dorian, but speaks back over his shoulder to Keaton and says, I believe in second chances, or third, as the case may sometimes be. But you're wrong. I am looking forward to working with you.
Keaton reaches up and takes the picture frame off the wall. I'm sorry that you lost your sister.
Thank you. And he will follow Dorian out with a glance back to Vivian. But as they're walking out, we can hear Ulysses saying to Dorian, I continue to enjoy your music. Do you have a new album coming out soon? Many a night I've lost to the workbench while listening.
Oh, well, actually, I have been kind of brainstorming on a couple of ideas here. I've been working up some material. I'm thinking full instrumental this time. Really like to bring the atmosphere of Almanac to my sound.
And as they're talking, we can see underneath the audio, we can see a picture of Keaton. Looks like he was 5 or 6 years younger, shirtless with a name painted across his chest, leaning up on somebody who looks a lot like him, his older brother. And they both have big smiles as his older brother's in a graduation gown.
Why is he shirtless?
He was dressed like he did it like a football fan, so he painted his brother's name across his
Whatever,
chest.
dude. You're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
And this is in a bathroom, the picture, or
No, it's like out in the, like you can see all the graduates back behind him. This was, he just got shirtless in a spot where he should not have been.
classic?
That can't be.
Classic
That
Keaton.
can't be a Cameron character. What are you talking about?
All right, Crow Boys, what's the plan from here? So you got Dosa you could look after. You could spend some time getting into the core right now if you want, Bubba. It's going to take you half a day to do that, and you haven't done this in a while, so it might be even longer. 2 years since you've even touched edicts in any way. If you want to get into that now, we can, or...
No way.
So then to the group, we going after Dosa, or we doing something else?
Do we know who Dosa is, or are we finding the lead?
Black market dealer named Dosa. Tex pushed it on to Keaton because you kind of deal with that side of stuff.
Yeah.
It would take a while to get all that information that I requested, right?
Right.
We've
so,
got to start busting some skulls.
Yeah, I think that's going to take a little bit of time. Kaz gives it off to somebody. They're like, okay, I'll get all that together, but it's a fucking intern that's got to spend 8 hours compiling that information. So you have the rest of today, whatever that means on Almanac.
Sounds like we got to find a place where a lot of seedy characters hang out.
Keaton, how do you want to go about finding this character?
Keaton has a couple of friends who deal in like drugs and shit you shouldn't really have, but nothing that's like super hard. They're often used for information. If there's anything locally, that's who he goes to. So I think he's going to stop by one of them.
Sweet. I don't think we need to play that scene out. Let's just have you make a roll of some kind. What do you have that you want to pitch here?
I would like to pitch intimidation.
That makes sense. Bust a few heads.
Bust a few heads, yeah. Tell him something pretty big is happening and I'm pissed the fuck off.
Now, Kaz is a drug addict, right?
Well, that's...
But you get your drugs from a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, probably, right?
Yeah, my drugs are delivered to me.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's an Uber
Well, could
situation.
you talk to the delivery driver?
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah. Like we can go that route. I like Keaton doing the role. I like the image of Bubba and Kaz and Dorian chilling in the car while Jethro and Keaton go inside to talk to this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm definitely still munching on some food from that buffet from the
It was
meeting.
a good buffet.
Got a flat 4, baby.
Sweet. That's going to go well. Maybe we have a short vignette here of you guys sitting in this vehicle. What vehicle are you guys in?
We're going undercover for this one, so we took one of the family like Sprinter vans.
Oh, it's a van? Lame.
But well, it's a Sprinter van. Like it's nice. It's all captain's chairs inside. This is a former rock star's van.
If you've ever been in a big city, that's the vibe that's happening right now. You're sitting underneath those raised platforms in which trams would run on.
Sure.
You're underneath one of those, rusted and still dripping from the rain of the storm that has not yet worked its way out of every crack and crevice in Trin City. There's trash and debris everywhere, cleanup crews working full time, like street sweepers coming through occasionally.
So it never gets dark.
No.
Not even like cloud cover dark?
It's always twilight.
Cloud cover happens from time to time. I think on today, it's a particularly clear day.
Okay.
But yeah, the clouds are the biggest change. It doesn't give you an indication of time passing. It just gives you an indication of, oh, things are a little bit more glum today. But the sky is lit up with a purple-red color. The common folk walking past the van, making various deals for...
Edicts.
Hey, you over there. What are you doing?
But yeah, we see Jethro and Keaton walk into this building. It's probably a pool hall. It's a pool hall.
Pool hall.
All right.
Yeah.
Playing space pool in there.
Space pool.
They go in there to rough some people up while you guys are sitting in the car, and you got a few moments before they come back out.
Kaz looks to Bubba and Dorian. Money on who comes back with bloody knuckles?
Is anybody going to put Jethro? Because Kiki's definitely coming back red.
My bet's on both.
Ooh, that's good money. All right, I'll take Jethro just to be on the counter bet.
Bubba was kind of playing with his fingers nervously. How's the daycare center at that Crow Tower? I've been away from Josie this long in quite some time.
Oh, I mean, it's top notch, I would imagine. Yeah.
Kaz hasn't thought about someone under the age of 18 in about 5 years.
This is an astonishing concept. I'm sure it's fine, though. They know she's yours. They probably kicked everybody else out.
Well, Kaz, you have inspired me with some confidence. Thank you.
No, it's. I'm sure it's fine. Like, they probably just shut it down, and she's solo in there, you know? It's going to be like a spa for babies.
I don't know if you're supposed to take a baby to a spa.
Some passerby.
Hey, also, you want to buy some drugs from me?
No, thank you, sir.
Okay, you're lost.
Spa for babies. I think she'd like a spa. And he kind of sits back and grins at the idea.
Bubba, I'm sure she's fine.
Yeah.
All right, they'll take care of her.
Yeah.
The van door slides open. Keaton, Jethro, roll a d6.
Okay.
1.
A 4.
Guess Jethro has bloody knuckles.
Classic.
God damn it.
But Keaton has a fat lip.
Oh, okay.
Kaz collects the money and then hands it to Keaton. Here, buy some ice.
Yeah. He just pockets it.
Yeah, so what kind of facility do you think Dosa is set up right now? He's sort of a guy that travels all over the city all day, every day. The information you learn with Just a Success is he's a bit of a broker. He has a reputation of whatever you need to buy, ask Dosa, and he'll find it for you. He doesn't have like a shop per se, at least not with a Success, but with a Success, you could at least find out where he is right now for the next hour.
I mean, if he moves around the city, he has to be in a car.
Sure.
He probably hits up a lot of nightclubs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Well, I guess there's no night.
Yeah, some blackout bars.
Ooh, that's a good name.
Blackout bar, that's cool.
Well, what'd you get?
Well,
Where's this Dosa guy so we can get this over with?
he's a broker. He deals in information mostly. I don't know. Lots of people say you can get anything through him. Word is he's at a blackout club down the street.
Are we talking about Eclipse?
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
Ooh, I
excellent.
haven't been there in a while. It's still up there.
It'll be tough to get in. They have a waiting list.
He puts the vehicle into gear and starts to drive.
It's an exclusive club, Keaton.
Yeah, well, not tonight. It's not.
Are you telling me that even you can't get into this club, Cass?
Oh, no, I got in. I have a gold pass. He starts digging in his wallet.
Keaton rolls his eyes.
Well, are you allowed to bring guests with you? Jethro says that he has a handkerchief he pulled out of his pocket to wipe his knuckles off.
Well, technically, yes, but there's a strict ratio when you show up to a club. Although I guess I'm showing up with all my boys. But you're not going to roll in there in a cool way, are you, Keaton?
Are you kidding me? They fucking love me down here.
No, I'm just saying the first time that the Crowe boys hit the town all together should have been a moment. Photographers aren't going to be ready. It's going to be terrible.
We're not here to party, Kaz.
Keaton pulls over and turns around in the seat and makes eye contact with you. Kaz, you know that we're working right now, right? We're not going to go party right now?
I'm always working, but Dorian is the only one that looks halfway decent.
Hey, what about me?
Okay, fine.
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
you look good,
Are you
Bubba.
kidding me?
Look
He
good.
gestures down to his outfit. I look fucking fantastic.
No, you look like you're from the streets.
Thank you.
I look fucking fantastic.
He's from the streets.
Street fantastic is
Hey,
one
you
way.
want to buy some drugs?
I think we're driving, dude.
Just
Just on the side of the van.
No, thank you, sir.
You're lost.
Dude, this place is disgusting. They shouldn't be allowed to talk to us.
Oh my god, I hate you so much. He puts the car back in gear and starts driving again towards Eclipse.
It'll be fine. I'll text Emily. We'll see if we can get a few photographers there. Hang on.
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
Not
they
in
got
this.
somebody within 10 minutes easy. They can get them down
You
here.
want to get?
Yeah.
You want pictures in the family
It's a
van,
good point,
Cass?
Dorian.
Is that what you want?
No, we're going to park a block away.
Yeah, we're going to walk up. He just said.
Okay. All right. I can work with that.
Do you want in the club or not?
Takes a huge swig out of his energy drink and a big puff off of his e-cigarette. Just fills the fucking car with smoke.
I hate to burst your bubble, but Pop said no publicity.
He said no publicity about the whole edict situation.
Well,
Nice.
Isn't it a little suspicious seeing the whole Crowe Crew? That's what we are, Crowe Crew. He kind of smiles at that.
Nice. Kaz goes for a fist bump.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Right back to you. Maybe we even have like a little thing.
Ooh.
What's our little thing?
A handshake.
Little wings.
Like a fit? Yeah, a little, yeah, let's do it wings. We do a crow. We have the fucking crow
do
thing.
one of these.
Yeah. So we interlock thumbs and do like a little bird fingers.
Yeah. and actually, this will be better because we will be driving publicity for the Crowe Crew tour and not for our investigation. So if anything, this is actually going to help us. You're welcome.
Oh my God, Kaz, I have the best idea.
Ooh.
We're definitely going to bump this up. We're going to kick it up a notch, okay? We're going to head up to Eclipse.
Hit me.
I haven't been there for a while, so I got to see how, clubs are doing things
yeah,
these
of
days,
course.
okay? Listen, I've been getting so much great footage. The landscapes, all sorts of shit going on across Almanac. Now picture this, okay? We get lights,
Mm-hmm.
huge fuck off speakers.
Yeah,
We get holographic displays.
of course.
We get some extra fans, okay? And we're creating an entirely 4-dimensional experience, audio and visual excellence.
Oh my God.
And we could use it to market for the entire planet if we really wanted to, if this thing goes big.
It's going to be amazing.
Jethro, do you understand now why I wanted you back so bad? This is what I deal with all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about. This sounds great.
Yeah. So if you can just figure out, I'm wondering if our budget's going to be sitting between like 350, 500,000.
How far are we from this Eclipse
Yeah.
place?
Pull
anyway?
over here. Pull over here.
Yeah, Keaton pulls over.
There will be photographers. Emily just texted me. Everybody, remember, we walk as a crew.
Mm-hmm. Bubba steps out.
Jethro's already like out the door.
Bubba's with
too.
Jethro walking forward.
You guys walk down, there's a slow motion shot of all of you walking walking down the sidewalk, and then in the background you see a guy knocking on the window of the van. Hey, you want to buy any drugs? You guys walk up to Eclipse.
There's a couple paparazzi. Like a couple of them have shown up.
Keaton's throwing finger guns to them. In between finger guns and middle fingers, so that sometimes they can't use the pictures.
It's in the shadow of this underpass. It's a kind of a seedy looking place called Eclipse. So I don't know, maybe it's got like the symbol is like a moon with like a neon yellow sun behind it, purple velvet ropes, and then everything's just blacked out. Since it's a blackout bar, all the windows are like hyper tinted, but they're still windows. They're windows, which is kind of a status symbol here because every time there's a storm, either they got to get shuttered up or replaced. So it's a cost of maintenance to deal with this. The club isn't open yet. There's like a bouncer who's walking up at the same time as you guys, and he's like getting himself set up in the front, putting on a little name badge, straightening his shirt, messing with a gun he's got hidden in his belt as you guys approach.
As we're walking forward, Keaton reaches back and grabs Kaz and just forces him forward as we walk up towards the bouncer.
Your time to shine.
Yeah, come on, hot stuff. And he slaps him on the butt a little bit.
He freshens the lapels of his jacket. It's a little pop. Yes. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need inside. Can you open the door, please? Thank you.
Are you a member?
You don't recognize me?
Roll persuasion. -2 because he's hungover.
He had a rough night.
9 minus 2 is a 7.
Mr. Crowe, we aren't open yet.
Well, that's where you're wrong. Open the door.
Yes, sir. He sighs, opens up the door, and as you guys walk past him, he pulls out a flask from his jacket and takes a swig.
I hand him a $5, one of the ones that Kaz gave me earlier.
Oh, tell the kitchen to get a buffet going. Thanks.
Don't do that. And we walk in.
Do you think a $5? I mean, we're calling it chips, and I imagine it's mostly digital at this point, but like...
There has to be some cash if you're going to do underworld dealing.
Yeah, so is it like physically chips? Is it little silver chips, little gold chips? I think all those sort of precious metals don't mean a lot when there's asteroid mining happening in the universe.
On a planet where so many people are this rich, having coins or chips would be too cumbersome. What are you going to have, a purse just full of 75 like poker chips?
Sure.
I think it unfortunately still has to be paper bills.
Maybe the really high currencies are the coins. So like we rock 50 grand, 100 grand chips.
Yeah, they're
Like a
actual
status
chips.
thing. I feel like Underworld would probably still just be like, it's like cryptocurrency nowadays, right? Where it
Yeah,
would be
it could
like,
be.
there's no way of tracking that shit. That's the point. So it's like you would literally just like place a card up to somebody and maybe it would make like a
Okay, that's cool. So then he just walks up and holds out a little device, touches it to the guy's pocket, and gives him $5, and then moves in.
You guys walk in to the blackout bar, Eclipse. As you walk into the blackout bar Eclipse, there's a huge dance floor that's shut off. There's no music, but like the light is still going, kind of intermittently flashing between various bright, high contrast neon colors. There's a bar on the right side and a back room further back that's lit up. The staff doesn't have really their uniforms and stuff on yet. Whatever aesthetic they have on here isn't on full display, as most of them are getting set up and still recovering from their night out on the town the day before. No one really pays you any mind as you come in. A few people like look up as you enter and then just go back to whatever they were doing.
Kaz gestures to the boys. All right, mission accomplished. This is go time. I'm going to get a drink.
Yeah, good stuff, Kaz.
Thank you.
When does this place usually open?
Probably about 5 hours from now.
They're doing prep work.
5 hours.
They have to do a lot of prep work. There's drinks that take 4 hours.
They pre-make all their drinks. They have a thing where it's like, mojitos, and that's all you can order for the night. So they just make like 10,000. And they have, because they're so exclusive, they can calculate exactly how many people are going to be in there.
Nice.
Well, Dosa's probably in the back.
Bubba kind of turns to you real quick and places one of his large, girthy fingers on your chest and pokes you. Don't start shit, at least right off the bat.
Oh, listen, I only start shit when it's useful to me, okay?
My, how the turntables turn.
Why would Dosa be here now if he goes around to each nightclub?
He's
and
doing
sells
drug
his
deals
goods?
or something.
Yeah, but there's no one here to sell to.
He's
What are you
bringing the
talking about?
supply to the local
But
dealer.
he's the top dog.
The owner
so
of the place, probably.
Yeah, he comes in, he's like, how much do you want?
If this is a guy who can get you edicts, he's not selling to random fuckos at a bar. He's selling to like the guy who owns the bar.
Yeah, he's dealing with the owner for like, listen, my guys are going to show up later tonight,
Right.
and we're going to push like 3,000 if we can. 3,000
Yeah,
units
he's
would be
like
great.
the owner of the bar is like, hey, I need a whole kilo of cocaine to sell
Yeah,
tonight.
this isn't like, hey, I'm pushing like a hit on you.
You guys want to go to the back? You want to have a bartender?
Yeah, I'm probably trying drifting backwards and letting Keaton take front. Or maybe Dorian. I mean, maybe he knows shit about this. You're a rock star.
I mean, he's walking into the club, and as soon as Kaz sort of steps away to get some drinks, he'll take a lap around the area. He is trying to take in the environment, see how things have changed around here. This is kind of his stomping grounds. He loves checking out the entertainment life.
Yeah, maybe just do a little noticing and see if you can.
I do have notice. Thanks, Swade.
All right, everybody, this is Marshall's first roll. How'd he do?
Well, the 4 blew up, and I'm trying to decide if this dice has a dinosaur in it. I think it does.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Oh my God.
That's
This
a good
is
dice.
Give me that dice.
7.
A 7. Okay, now I didn't call for this roll, so what are you trying to?
I'm just rolling.
figure it out? What are you trying to figure out?
Well,
About that.
I have been hanging out in clubs before, and I'm pretty familiar with, where they'll, set up these sort of deals. So I'm looking at if they've changed the layout of this place from the last time I was here, if that room is still here, or if they've renovated and, opened it up for like a booth or something like that, and now it's something else.
Yeah, maybe you performed here at one point, kind of an underground thing. You didn't have a license to perform here, and you did. And they brought you back to a green room in the back that was hidden in the liquor supply area. They got a cooler for all the liquor
Eclipse
and
is one of
stuff.
the good spots. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Green rooms always look the same, but if it's hidden, ooh, nice.
Maybe you kind of mosey your way around, just looking at the walls, looking at all the celebrity photographs they have on the wall. And then you peek into the back room, and you can see that the private area that's supposed to be a secret is just open. There's just part of the wall that's just open up, and you can see some light spilling out from in there.
There's a whistle that Dorian and Keaton used to use when they'd be kind of screwing around away from home. Not quite running away, but, out messing around. That he'll use to get his attention, sort of like and nod to this door and give it a curious look to him. This way.
I think the 4 of you, sans Kaz, make your way through the stock room. You walk in, you look back into this back room, this little secret back room. There's a back door that's just open from it, leading out into an alleyway, twilight twinkling down into it. And there's 2 people in that room sort of arguing over a crate of stuff in the middle of it. So you're in a stock room, metal shelves, weird products everywhere, little containers, lots of extra cups. And then this back room is just full of mostly wine, a little vodka, and some other such space alcohols.
And there's 2 people in here?
There's 2 people in that back room, yeah.
And there's an exit?
The stock room. Yeah.
Is it possible for me to go around the outside to the alleyway?
Yeah, sure. There's also an exit from here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Do you tell anybody? You just kind of split off.
Honestly, you're fucking Jethro. You'd probably just split off,
Just disappear?
Right? Yeah.
I think it'll be cool.
Maybe I'm the last one to go in and I don't go in. I just keep walking to the other exit, go around.
You see all 4 of us walk towards the door, and then when the camera flips to watch us go through the door, 3 of us go, and then 1 kind of into the shadow.
And as I'm doing it, you can see Jethro reaches up and kind of unzips just the top of that big briefcase thing he's got on his back to expose the handle of his weapon if he needs it.
The 3 of you are walking towards that room. Both figures in the room look up to you. What's the first thing you say to him?
Hey, fucker! I'm definitely not the face anymore. I got 0 persuasion, unless you guys want me to take lead.
I have
can for sure
I have
take lead.
intimidation and talent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do have a little bit.
All right, boys. How are we handling this?
Yeah, how do we want to handle this, right? Clearly Keaton's bad cop if we're going to have any sort of good cop, bad cop situation, right?
Keaton is always bad cop.
So,
Permanent bad cop from now on.
I'm going to not say a single word, and I'm going to go and grab one of the wine wine bottles off the shelf and pop it open.
Well, and they're just like sitting in here together?
They're arguing over something. As you enter, like one of them closes the case. Hey, here are you guys.
Oh, wait, don't mind us. We're over here. We're just picking up a couple bottles, enjoying our day.
Okay, but you definitely look like Dorian Crowe.
Well, you do have me. I am Dorian.
He
Crowe.
runs.
Oh, I start chasing immediately.
Great. All right, let's do a chase, everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm just happily sitting my ass in the front of house while this happens, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're getting your drink on, dude.
I think you hear me yell your name. Whether you hear it or not is
when
up
he
to you.
bolts you.
Yeah.
Guys.
Cool.
All right, Jethro, you're going to get a 1 up on this. You're going to get 1 position forward on everyone else on the fact that you've been outside, trying to move your way around.
Yeah, how far did I make it before this happened?
Not very far. You made it into, there's kind of a parking lot area out
How
back.
many cars are in the parking
Some
lot?
dumpsters, 12. Some dumpsters out back, still under overpasses in the shadow of the canyon wall behind you. Again, trash everywhere, still covered in wet.
Trash everywhere, covered in wet, baby.
Covered in wet.
Dosa gets a king of spades. He's got level-headed, so he drew 2 cards. Bubba gets a jack of diamonds. Keaton gets a 8 of diamonds. Jethro gets a 10 of hearts. Dorian gets a jack of clubs.
Queen of clubs.
A queen of clubs, which is a complication for
Yeah.
Hi, guys. It's Marshall playing Dorian.
you. Kaz, you get a 5 of spades. All right, so we're entering a chase here. So I've laid out 7 cards, and we can add more. If he gets 4 cards away from you, currently he's 2 away from Jethro, he can try to flee. And if that happens, the chase is over and Dosa has escaped. Dosa is going to take the evade action immediately. He books it outside this door, immediately tries to run behind some trash cans and stuff, starts running through shit, and then he's going to take his action to change position. So he's going to add a +2 to his athletics roll, which is a D8 because he's a man very used to running.
Sure.
A 6 becomes an 8, and Dosa moves 2 positions ahead. He's now 4 positions ahead of Jethro, which means if that doesn't change, he can attempt to flee on his next turn, which would be a -4 athletics roll, and if he succeeds that, he escapes.
He's a D8 in athletics, dude. We're going to get smoked right now.
Marshall, Dorian, what do you want to do?
I think, he says, well, I am Dorian. And then as soon as this kid spins and books it, you see the jovial look that he was presenting immediately drop, scowls a bit, and then he drops into a dead sprint after him. Something we need to know about Dorian is he's a free runner. So, I actually get...
I didn't even know. What the hell?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Tell us about this,
Oh,
dude.
man.
What is this?
This means that whenever Dorian rolls athletics, the player has to say parkour, and then I get a +2 to all of my athletics rolls in chases.
I hope the parkour line is real.
Marshall, I'm giving you a Benny for this, dude.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
I don't have a D8 in my athletics, but I do have a D6. I think Dorian wants this to be an impressive one, so I'm going to Benny that. I'm going to give that right back to you, sir. Well, it's a 6.
On change position?
Yeah.
And that was your action? Your free action.
If you did it as an action, it would get another +2.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to run, and I was doing the run thing. I do want to do that as an action. I think that's all I'm going to do is dead sprint after him.
Sweet. Then that would put you into raised territory, so you move 2. You're now within 3 of Dosa, stopping him from being able to flee currently.
As we entered the room, Dorian's sort of on the far side from it, so he had a bit of time. There's distance between us, but almost all of that was in the room gets cut away. He vaults over a table and tumbles over the top of a booth before he, is able to vault forward and straight out the door, and he cuts a hard right to chase after Dosa.
He's doing a mad sprint in some leather pants.
Hell yeah, he is.
It's like any city alley you'd imagine. Fog rising from the bottom, twilight up top, 2 buildings rising on either side of you, dumpsters, trash, a fucking raccoon. No raccoons.
No raccoons.
No
Yeah,
raccoons.
what are trash pandas on
All
an
right,
almanac,
cancel
dude?
the show. Yeah, Alex, what are trash pandas on? What do we see here?
Well,
what
Yeah,
wildlife?
you're the wildlife expert.
Hold on to your seats. It's animal time with Alex.
In the Terminator zone, I think you would have a lot of animals that would be similar to raccoons, deer, wolves, bears, things we find on Earth. But there's some key differences. Number 1, the biggest thing you'd see, they've got 6 limbs instead of 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They do have hair. They
Okay.
are warm-blooded, but a lot of them also have this sort of chitinous armor, and it varies from animal to animal. Some of them have a little bit, some of them have almost none. So I don't know what something like this would have. It could be very very similar to a raccoon.
Or
Okay,
it's like
or
an
a rat,
armadillo.
big rat.
It's like an armadillo,
Yeah, it
right?
could be an
Heavily
armadillo.
armored. It's got 6 limbs, and it's just going through trash.
Okay, I got it. Imagine a raccoon, and then on the back of it is like these little plate scales of armor. You
Like
know,
a pangolin.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 of those, but otherwise unarmored. And then all the hair it has is like multicolored between gray, white, and brown. And it's all like puffed out because of the humidity change recently. It's just all puffed out. And then it's got big ass eyes. So when Dorian comes up,
man.
it just dives into one of these trash cans and like rumbles around in there.
This is Zigzagoon.
Yeah, pretty
Jumped
much.
out of the way.
Yeah.
6 legs, 6 legs.
I felt
Okay.
it when you
way
looked over.
different.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
way
yeah.
different
6
than
legs.
that.
It's, yeah,
No
not,
copyright.
TM.
Sorry. You said my clubs was a complication?
Oh, good.
Oh,
Forgot
why?
about that. That's a -2
Oh.
just to the roll, which means that you wouldn't get a raise.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I fucked this up. So you other 4 boys roll off D12. Whoever
Okay.
gets the lowest suffers the complication.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
Thanks, Thaddeus.
Sorry, boys.
Again with this shit.
6.
I got an 8.
I got a
I got a
6.
5. Damn it!
Okay, well, when we get to Cameron Reed, we'll figure that out. Okay.
Sorry about that chair, dude.
Bubba Crowe.
How long does it take me to get back to the car? I want to book it back.
If you can get a raise on an athletics roll, you can get in the car this round. Otherwise, it's
Okay,
next
well,
round.
it'll take 2 rounds. So I'm gonna yell to the other boys as they go out the back. Hey, keep your ears to the comm and your mouth. No, keep your mouth to the comms. And then I'm gonna run. He's gonna be sprinting to this club. So I'm gonna be running past the front door where I see Kaz. Kaz, come on, get in the car.
The fuck? Yeah, let's go. He throws his glass dramatically at the mirror behind the thing and chases you.
The person back there's just like,
Bubba stops immediately and says, whoa, pay for the drink.
Fuck off. No. Go.
I'm a gold member.
I'm going to be running towards the car, but I don't think I'm going to make it with a D4.
are you gonna use your action? That gives you a +2.
Okay, then I'm going to be rolling just a flat D4.
Do you have a -2 to athletics?
Yeah, of course I do, man.
You blew up a D4?
Yeah, I did.
Wait, I don't think
Wait, no, you don't have a -2. It's one of the automatic
I
ones.
was about to
it's
say,
one of the
yeah, it's
automatic
one of the
ones?
core 5s, yeah.
Okay, then I got a raise.
Okay,
Look at you.
Can I start the car? Do I have the
Yeah,
key? I'm with Kaz.
I think we see you run out the front, book into the car, jump in the driver's seat, and the last thing we see, the last shot of you is like turning the ignition.
Okay, cool.
But it doesn't rev into life because it's an electric vehicle.
The lights come on.
Very cool. Very cool. Cool.
Kaz, let's just skip the line and have you go first because you're kind of irrelevant to this round. Just see if you can make it with Bubba. If you want to do that, your whole action is athletics at a +2.
Yeah, 100%. Kaz is just sprinting to try and keep up. He didn't prepare for this, so his shoes are totally wrong.
Attaboy.
My athletics are a D4, so I'm gonna crush it.
Good. You and Bubba both.
That's a 7.
If you want to spend a Benny, you can. Otherwise, Bubba is going to have to choose to take off in the car without you, or
I
we'll
want to
what
see
happens
those
next round.
loafers go flying as he dives into the van.
I'll tell you what, if you spend a Benny, the fact established can be you don't have time to get in because the doors like doesn't work or it doesn't unlock, but you could jump on the side of the car like a trash van.
Yes.
Trash van.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I'm spending a Benny for that. Kaz leaps into the air, grabs the side, feet on that little running board. He's screaming at you to roll down the window.
Yeah.
Okay, Jethro.
Which way is this guy running? Because I was in like the parking lot.
You see him take off in front of you and then turn directly away from you. So if we're looking at the door he's escaping from, he runs towards camera, exits frame left, and you're on frame right.
So into like another alleyway or something?
yeah,
That
you're
way?
in like a parking lot area. He's running into an alleyway.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm just going to try and use my action to add +2 to my, what's it called? Change position. Well, I got a 7 and 1 below. What do I have to get here? I have to blow it up, don't I? Tell you what, I'm going to spend 1 Benny just to
I love
see
it.
how it plays out.
I love it. That's a good gamble.
Just a success, no raise.
Okay.
Ooh, happens.
So I'm right where good old Dorian is.
Yeah, so you're 3 behind him. Both of you are running in, the raccoon. This guy's near the end of the alleyway. In game terms, this is 5, 10, 15. He's about 45 feet away from you.
Dang, he took off.
He is a fast dude. He's
Yeah.
got a D in athletics.
He's a runner.
He's got a lot of, he also has some edges. Moving on, unless you want to play that adventure card you're holding, Alex.
I was thinking
Ooh,
about it.
what?
I was thinking about it. We get a new one each session, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it. My adventure card just says, your hero gets an additional and immediate turn.
Oh my God.
New movement.
Let's go.
Dang.
Wow.
Adrenaline surge. I'm just gonna do the same thing. Add a +2 to this.
Get him, dude. Get him.
There we go.
Oh, it paid off.
Ooh,
But it doesn't
shit.
matter. I can only get one advance.
That's true, although additional raises, I'd say, could give you other things in the scene, just not extra movement.
Well, I got a 16 +2, so I got an 18 on that.
So you got a success and 3 raises. You're now only one playing card behind Dosa. That was 4. Yeah, what do you think about 2 advantages? What could help you or your brothers in this scene?
There could be some complications for our good friend Dosa. Some sort of something blocking the alleyway.
Sure.
Maybe a delivery truck. A gang of the armadillo raccoon.
Oh,
Ferrets. They're having a
yeah.
fight.
Oh,
They're having a
knows?
territory fight.
Could be, yeah.
Yeesh.
What
Don't
if
wanna be there.
What if your other 2 brothers involved in this chase scene get to move up 1 card as, like a whole trash truck, like, blocks the end of the alleyway and he's got to bolt into a building on his left?
That sounds awesome, yeah.
Sweet. Okay, let's do that. All right, Keaton, I'm sorry I screwed up on Dorian's turn. You're
Yeah,
dealing
I'll
with this
take
complication. I'll give you a Benny for being a good sport, pal.
Oh, I'll
Gimme,
take
gimme.
that.
Okay, complications. We look at the card you're on. You're on a clubs now.
Yeah, thanks.
Not my fault.
Double complication.
All right, roll a die. Even, lose the rest of your turn. Yikes.
What the fuck?
Odd, you suffer a fatigue.
Oh, both of these are bad.
That's a 2.
Oh, that's not great. I'm sorry, dude. I'm
So
sorry.
what
man.
happens is he starts going, and immediately Dorian throws a chair directly into his knees, and he beefs it face first over it. Like
It's just
rolls
instinct,
once.
okay?
Yeah, it's
He's
instantaneous.
used to running. He's not used to chasing.
Yeah, well, he just starts parkouring, and he just knocks
he's
that chair
parkouring,
right out of his way, right into my way. I think there's just like a son of a bitch, and that's it.
That's the last thing I heard as I run out the door. Son of a bitch.
yeah. Yeah.
All right, Dosa, Ace of Spades.
Oh,
Come on, this
dang.
fucking guy.
Bubba, 9 of Diamonds. Keaton, 9 of Clubs. Jethro, 4 of Clubs.
Oh, I have quick.
Oh, nice. So 8 of Hearts. Dorian, 5 of Diamonds. Kaz, 3 Clubs. Well, this guy's going to go first. The trash truck is blocking his entrance, so he's going to beeline it onto his building on the left, which I'm going to spend a penny to say is a parking garage. How about that, huh?
Ooh.
Didn't even have to do that.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're literally the GM.
Well, I like to play fair. I winked for the audience. He rolls an athletics check. He's going to make his movement. He's going to evade as a free action, change position as his action, adds +2 to this. I'm going to spend a penny.
Nice.
He can re-roll an athletics check once per scene, which is going to be now.
You just make that up.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
No,
really
I
does.
wrote it down. He doesn't get a raise, so he only moves 1 position. So he takes a hard left into this parking garage, starts to move past all these cyberpunky futuristic vehicles, just running straight up like a concrete ramp up to the next level above. All right, Bubba.
Bubba's going to be peeling out in this car and trying to catch up with y'all. Caleb, can you describe how maneuvering works in a car in a foot chase?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. What I would do is roll driving.
Sure.
And I would say that a success at this stage while you're ramping up, probably 2, and a raise is equal to 4 cards moved.
Holy moly.
Great. I love it. I'm going to roll my driving, which is a D8.
Are you just going to go down the alleyway, the original alleyway, so you're like behind all the brothers coming up in this car?
No, I figured that's why I said be on the comms, so it'll be like he's coming off of like blah, blah, blah. And
Well, there's
blah,
a
blah.
delivery truck find another way into the parking garage.
Is there a delivery truck in the center of the parking garage? Or that was like
It's an alley.
blocking off the alley?
Blocking out the alley, so there's still a way.
Yeah, I'll cruise around the side of the street, and I mean, he's going into a
So
parking
I think
garage.
one
He's
of
going
us
to be
probably
effed
says
if I'm in
something
there.
like that to you right now, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to do it in character?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Do we have call signs?
I think we have just comms, right? Like,
All right, fine.
The Big B. Big B.
Hey, Big B.
oh, that's what you meant by the call signs. I thought you meant like hand gestures or some shit. I'm like, no, dude, just talk.
He just went into the parking garage.
Who is this?
Little J.
All right, little J, the big B. I'm going to catch him.
OJ.
Little J, dude.
OJ. I'm in the white Bronco.
The juice is loose.
Thank you for listening to Sounds Like Crow's Terminus. If you like the show, leaving a review wherever you listen to this podcast genuinely makes a huge difference on our end on pretty much every... I know everybody tells you to leave reviews. Leave a review. That would be nice. But hey, no pressure. Just glad you're listening. Thanks this week to all of our patrons, but specifically Jeremy Dunlap, Jacob Hardman, Kirby, Ariel Weiss, and Greg Gray. Along with this week, Jackie, Bingo Bango, Chase, Kate, and Eric. Thank you all so much. To all of our patrons that are not on the Discord or aren't actively using it, maybe check in. We're having a great time, and everyone there would love to make new friends. Casted this week is almost the entire cast. I'm Caleb Sunstead. You can find me on Twitter at MarshallCaleb. Cameron Reed, who played Keaton Crowe, can be found on Twitter at CJReed211. Big thanks to him for handling a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. Much love, my friend. My brother Isaac can be found on Twitter at Abel the Crow. He, of course, played the illustrious Kaz Crowe. Doug and Allie Nesbitt played Ulysses and Vivian Rook, respectively. And you can find them on Twitter at UCTheHat, or on their show at RPG for You and Me on Twitter, rpgforyouandme.com, or RPG for You and Me, wherever you listen to podcasts. They're just about to drop their season finale, and it's gonna be a doozy. Jethro Crowe was played by Alex Horrell, who you can find on Twitter at Alex Horrell. Bubba Crowe was played by Cameron Day, who you can find on our Discord server. And Marshall Sims played Dorian Crowe, and you can find him on Twitter at Mr. Malicious1. Music on the show was done by William Ecker at musicdirecker.bandcamp.com, where the theme for Terminus is currently available for purchase. Other music was provided by myself, thanks to our executive producer, Alexandria Majan. If you want to get in contact with us, you can email us at soundslikecrows@gmail.com or tweet at us at soundsofcrows. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the credits, and we'll see you next Monday.